All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mom and Popcast. And today I have Donna, correct?
Donna, yeah.
All right, and what do you do?
So I am a wellness coach and also owner of a new healthy cafe in Des Plaines, Illinois called Viva Nutrition.
And where's Viva Nutrition?
We are in Des Plaines.
Oh, yeah,
Illinois.
I think you said
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so give me a breakdown on basically what Viva Nutrition is, kind of what your message is, too.
Okay. Oh. So essentially I like to say we're healthy. We're fast food made healthy. And that's really, I guess, like our logo. We're just a healthier alternative to the community. The reason we started this is really just that, right? So on top of like being the owner of this cafe, I'm a wellness coach. So I help people reach certain health goals or fitness goals that they have. And this was just like another way to reach a different
A new audience.
Yeah.
Have you made any new clients through the business?
Yeah. So it's just crazy. Like it's overwhelming, like how many people you meet on a daily, especially since, every day it's like you go to work on growing that business, so you're meeting like new people every single day. You're sharing, the story and like you said, the mission for that business every day. And yeah, it's like people will just walk in, ask, what is this? Like, what's this about? We tell them like the mission behind it. And then because of that, they're drawn to it and, end up becoming clients that come regularly. So, it's just fun to, watch people go from strangers to, people that become everyday, like regulars.
Friends. Yeah. Now, when you do your coaching and stuff, do you have them go to like a gym, or is it like at home workouts that you give them for like the wellness part of it, or how do you do that?
So like as we were talking like off air, the reason like we get to do all of this, or I guess what makes this possible, is because of the nutrition company we work with, which is Herbalife Nutrition.
Okay.
Essentially, it's been in the market for over 40 years. It's a wide range of nutrition supplements, everything from like shakes, protein shakes. We got like an athletic line, skincare, so all this good stuff. And so when
do you
people
guys do like vitamins and fish oils and that type of stuff?
Yeah. So we got all of that, different kinds of vitamins. But
now, do you guys sell that at I don't know where we were. Do you guys sell those things too at your shop, or is it just like your shop has? What does your shop have actually? Like, are they teas? Are they, like you said, you get a little bit of protein shake? So is it smoothies too, fruit based stuff? What kind of stuff?
So we do all of that. We like on our menu, you'll find like smoothies, shakes, even like some like really low calorie, like healthier alternative pastries. Like we got protein waffles, protein crepes on there. We even make like protein donuts. Just like fun ways to
be healthier.
Yeah, to find like that in there. So yeah, you find like 100% of our menu is made with those supplements.
Okay.
So that's why like all the things on our menu are low calorie or they're high in protein. Some of them are plant based. And yeah, on top of that, we add in, we mix up the flavors, we get creative. Just find new fun ways to make living a healthier lifestyle easy. So yeah, we add in like fruit, we add in different like greens in there. Just get creative with it. So you'll find like a variety on our menu.
So back to the wellness coach, right? I think that's where we were.
Yeah.
Are you like a personal trainer too? Or how do you do that?
Yeah. So I am currently getting a certification. It's not really like if you do become part of like the Herbalife opportunity, like the business opportunity, you do not have to become a personal trainer. But that's just something I'm passionate about, and I just always thought of other ways I can become better to help my clients. So essentially, like when people come to us, in terms of like trying to achieve a health or wellness goal, we set up a program for them. So depending on their needs and their lifestyle, and where we find like gaps in their everyday life, that's where we recommend the supplements. So if someone, maybe like you said, is deficient in certain omega-3s, we recommend the fish oil. If they maybe don't typically eat breakfast, but they want to start like incorporating that, we recommend our meal replacement that they could add into
so it's
oatmeal.
Something quick and light.
Yeah. So we create a program for them, and then we provide the guidance to get to that goal, right? So we set up like
all like nutrition, or is it fitness as well?
We incorporate. So Herbalife does provide like all coaches with like fitness tips, with fitness advice. They even have like fitness guides that they provide to all coaches. But like I said, because it's something that I'm really passionate about personally, I create them for my clients, and which is why I want to get certified as a personal trainer. But yeah, we do. We provide everything from, like I said, the supplements to the guidance to the fitness side of it. Really just an overall like rounded way to get to that goal.
Yeah. Now, does Herbalife help you achieve that certification to be a personal trainer? Or is that like just you kind of on the side?
No, that's just me on this side. Yeah. It's just, like I said, something I've always wanted to do. And I was like, I finally got the chance. And I started doing that.
So you're doing this full time? Like you don't have another job on the side that you do?
Yeah, this is full time. Like I've been doing this full time for like the last 3 years. I used to tutor privately like way back. So I just started doing that like during COVID. So I just do that. It's like a couple hours a week. But
so you told me you opened your shop up last year.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't during COVID. It was during COVID. What
December
were your struggles
2020.
opening? Okay,
what
December?
Were my struggles? Yeah. I guess the biggest struggle was like in terms of COVID was just that, like just personally, like it wasn't even people were afraid, of like being with other people. It was just me, like that mindset that I had. With like, oh no, like what if people are scared to come to a new place, or what if, no one shows up because of COVID, or I don't know, all these things that you kind of get in your head when, you're starting something new.
So what pushed you to get there?
I'd say my family.
Yeah.
My
good
boyfriend.
Support system.
Yeah, a really good support system, because it's like if it weren't for them, there was actually like, before we actually found the location we're currently at, we had found another one that we thought was like perfect, and we like were starting to set up there, and then something went wrong, and we realized like there was like the cost for like adding a sink in there and like the plumbing overall was just too much. So we had to like terminate that lease there, which.
And when was this? This was still around the December-ish time, or?
No, this was like earlier than that, probably like September.
Okay. Oh man, so September.
June, July. June, July. August. Yeah, September. Yeah, like summerish.
Yeah.
2020. Yeah, so we had been looking since like June, July when we started looking for places, and then we found that place. Didn't work out. Totally lost like deposit and the rent, because we terminated the lease like after, so it was a learning process. I was just kind of like feeling down about it, because I was like, maybe it's not meant to be, and then like 5 minutes down the road from that place we found where we're currently at.
And
I was just kind of
close.
It was close. I was just kind of like, I don't know, like we just lost money there, and like maybe we should wait, and like I should just save up. And my mom's like, no, like if you don't do it now, you're never going to
be perfect.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. And she's kind of the one that's always been there to be like,
just do it. Yeah. Just do it.
She's like, don't
that's
don't
awesome.
overthink it.
Now, when you guys did open, you were kind of saying that permits and stuff were kind of just what held you back from actually opening.
Yeah.
Did you have like a grand opening? Because it was December. It is kind of cold outside, and you can't really do stuff.
No, we didn't.
No,
we didn't have a grand opening. We had a soft opening.
Yeah.
And it was really just friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
close relatives, and I mean, it was still a great turnout because I'm Mexican. We have like big families, so it was like a lot of people. And the funny thing was that we actually, because like COVID was still going on, we were so new there, and there was like more people than should have been there. We did get like the city kind of, they didn't go that day, but they did, like someone complained
really?
about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Just kind of,
I
know.
So what were some of your struggles getting constant people to, go through that door? And I mean, like you said, random people just come in and say, hey, what is this? Right? I guess, how do you advertise? Is it kind of just word of mouth? How does that work for you?
It's a little bit of everything, I'd say right now. At the beginning, it was just because we couldn't really go out because it was winter, and then we had like that terrible winter season of just like snow after snow. Yeah. All we did was online, advertise online.
Do you guys like deliver the teas and protein shakes and stuff, or?
No, we don't. At least not right now. No. We did like yeah.
No Grubhub or yes
No,
Grubhub? No,
not at the time. Not right now, but I don't know in the future. We did do like curbside, like if people just wanted to drive by and get it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we just advertised online. Like I sent virtual flyers just to people in the area that would tag, Des Plaines or like neighboring cities, and that's really like how it started. Like just online flyering. Yeah. And then now I do like that. Was
that through like emails or Facebook or
Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Instagram's like a great tool, I'd say, for like smaller businesses.
Says that. Everyone says that.
Instagram's like where it's at. Yeah. So that's really what we did at the beginning, and then now it's online, in person. Like we'll do like go to parks around the area, businesses in the area. We'll do samplings. We'll do in-services, which is like we basically go to, other businesses that have like events, and then we just give out samples there, tell people what our mission is, what we're about. Mm-hmm. And yeah, now it's really word of mouth because people will come in and be like, "Oh, my aunt said she loved the shake, so I wanted to come try some," or I saw it on my friend's Instagram and I wanted to drop by. So yeah.
What's your favorite like drink?
What's my favorite drink there?
Or what's your favorite thing at your own shop?
At my own shop.
So if people show up, it better be good.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd say my favorite is probably the cucumber lemonade that we have. It's got collagen in it. It's just sweet. I like it. Yeah. I like sweet stuff. Yeah. And then like second would probably be like the protein waffles. It's like I could have that every single day for breakfast. Yeah. It's like,
I'm not a breakfast person. It's because I do intermittent fasting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't eat till like noon. And my last meal is like around probably 6:30. Oh, okay. I don't know. I was never a breakfast person.
No?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't do brunch? Like.
I don't know. I guess it has to be a special occasion. Yeah. What stresses you out right now?
What stresses me?
Yeah, like about the business. Nothing. It's going good. Or you do?
I'm like,
yeah.
For the longest time, it was, I guess, like the financial side of it, because it's like when you open up a business, it's
how am I going to get everything paid?
Prior to this, it was I ran my business through Herbalife online, like through Instagram, and then through my parents' shop. So I didn't really have like overhead costs. Like I didn't have to worry about any of that. But now, opening this place, it's like you're adding on like,
so was that way more? Was that more of like a drop ship? Like, or did you actually order everything, actually have it physically like at your place, and then like your customers would end up getting whatever they ordered, like through Herbalife, right? Because you said it was run online.
Yeah.
Right? So
They could do either or. So like they could, if they ordered through your site, they Herbalife takes care of everything. Like they pack their order, they ship it to them. And then you just, because you get it at a discount, you get the profit. And then if someone was like in the area, we actually have a warehouse in Des Plaines, which is like super close to the shop now. But if someone was in person, they lived in the area, I'd probably just like order it for them and then take it to them.
Do they deliver it to you?
Herbalife?
Like Herbalife? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you have to pick it up?
No,
like for your shop. For your shop.
Oh no. You could do either or. Like especially since, like I'm always wondering how all like other Herbalife distributors do it, because it's like they have the warehouse so far away, and like I have it like 5 minutes down the street. So if like I ever run out of things, or like I need a product for a client or something, I literally just order it and like drive down the street to pick it up. But if it's like a bigger order, I'll have it shipped. So you could do either or. Yeah.
So financials were kind of your biggest thing. What do you love about it though?
What do I love about it? Ooh, I don't know. Everything.
Keeps you busy? Yeah.
That I'd say just
people.
I guess
Meeting
the
people.
relationships. I don't know. I'm a people person. Like I love, like if I meet someone new, it's like it's like nice to know about other people and their story and who they are, and like kind of how both your lives like intertwine. And I get to help them out.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of my favorite part.
No, that's awesome, because that's kind of what this is, like this podcast.
I like that.
We had Bernardo that does carbon fiber for like car parts. Okay, and
I think I saw the video.
Yeah. So the story behind that is that he was not doing it full time, like his business, and I think we shot a podcast like on a Sunday or something like that. And literally like the next day he texted me or messaged me on Instagram. He's like, yeah, after talking to my wife. And I was like, make sure you talk to your wife before you do this jump. But like, he's like, yeah, I talked to my wife, and my parents, and they're like, just go for it. So I don't want to say it was me that I gave him that extra push, but he kind of said it was me to give him that extra push to, to make that jump and to actually opening his own business, just kind of like, well, not opening his own business, but going full time into his own business. Kind of like your mom did for you, right? Where she just kind of told you, just do it, And I think a lot of people nowadays, they might fail on their first business, and then they go back to like a 9-to-5 and then retire when they're 65. So it kind of sucks because, they don't give another chance to be creative and honestly to be happy, right? Doing your own thing, doing your own business. What do you see your business in 5 years? Do you want to open like a second shop? Do you just want to stay small? Because it's more intimate with,
Yeah.
Because as soon as you start branching out and getting bigger, it's like you get less of that interaction with customers.
Yeah.
And then more interaction with like your employees, right? Yeah, where do you see yourself with the business in 5 years?
5 years. So I guess like the vision for this is way bigger than it is now. I do want to branch out. So this is like it. So essentially, this is just another way to run my business. So the way I see it is kind of like this is just the beginning of like the growth of the business. So although I do love that, like you said, it's like very close knit, and the people. I also want to like the focus, I guess, behind Herbalife and like the opportunity behind it is that you give that opportunity to others. It's not just like what's in it for me. It's kind of like who else can you offer this opportunity for or to. So really, when someone
go ahead.
when someone like comes in and they decide to be a team member, let's say at Viva Nutrition, it's not like a typical, like, you get a job at like a froyo place and they pay you an hourly wage. You offer them that opportunity to earn, a profit on everything that they're selling there, and to help others as well. So yeah, the vision for this is really big, and to at least give that opportunity to like 10 people within that shop. And then I guess the bigger goal is like, once I do that, is go on and like open in another community and do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you have employees right now, like other than yourself?
So right now there's one other guy that's there. He, like I said, we don't really work like employee. Mm-hmm. We call them team members, business partners. So yeah, right now it's just us two. But like our goal right now for end of the summer is to get another 5 team members on there. So mm-hmm. if you're listening, and you're in displays or in nearing areas,
So you said you wanted to branch out mm-hmm. and possibly open another one, right?
Yeah.
Would one of those team members, like, would it be where you send one of those team members out mm-hmm. to start that, or is that kind of like you leave those team members there and then you go somewhere else and kind of build again?
Yeah. So
how does that work?
So we would establish that business and leave leaders there, right? Because you don't, like I said, we don't really think like employee mindset. We think more like people who own their own business. And so we have from like the moment they start, like on the team, it's like we instill that in them, so that we can leave them there one day. And, if they decide that they want to branch off and they want to, take a whole team and mm-hmm. and impact another community, they can do that. So yes, I would leave leaders there and mm-hmm. then go out and branch somewhere else. And like I said, do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the organization and the structure that you have is like.
It's a very structured business. It's
you got it under control, and I mean, because it's like, I think other people or maybe other different businesses, they would be like, yeah, I don't know where to even start or mm-hmm. how to even do it,
Yeah.
All right, so now all about you. How do you kind of handle the stress of the business? Do you train, do fitness, yoga, meditation? What do you do to kind of keep your sanity?
I do. I enjoy fitness, mm-hmm. and I actually started when I started my health journey. Mm-hmm. Same with Herbalife, and I got into fitness mostly because of my boyfriend.
Okay.
And I started lifting, and since then I've enjoyed it, and it's something that it keeps you humble. Like it's like you think you know a lot.
Yeah. Were you ever scared that you were gonna get swole as hell?
Was I scared? No. I was scared to get hurt, to drop a weight or something.
Because I feel like a lot of girls, when they're like, "Oh, I don't want to get too muscular,"
mm-hmm.
and it's like, no, you're not gonna get too muscular. That's not
what happened.
Yeah.
No.
I guess, what do you recommend for girls that are gonna start fitness?
To kind of let go of, that ideal of like a perfect body, or I don't know, that ideal, I guess, that society gives us as females. Puts us on. And just kind of find your own way of, living a healthy and active lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And what I recommend is always strength train, because it's like, it's one of the best forms to improve like overall health. Like it benefits everything. So it's like that, like that's something I recommend, like strength training.
Definitely.
Lift some weights.
Definitely. No, because all of them are usually like, oh, I'm just going to go do cardio.
Yeah,
and then call
that's
it
how
right.
it was.
I mean, cardio is awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But honestly, I hate cardio. So I always try to find different ways. Like I'll try to play soccer on a Sunday or something like that to try to at least get the cardio in.
Yeah.
But yeah, lifting, I mean, it's awesome. Me and my girlfriend do it all the time.
Yeah.
What I want to jump back into though is yoga. I just don't have time for it.
You did yoga?
Oh, I loved yoga, especially hot
cool.
yoga. I just think it's for yoga. It's like, okay, first of all, it kicked my ass. I thought it was just like it was gonna be easy breezy, go in, go out, call it a day. And no, and I mean it's like you hold these awkward ass positions where it's like I didn't know my body could twist and bend like this. And after I want to say after about maybe 3 weeks of constantly going, you felt completely different. Especially because definitely do it, and take your boyfriend too. So just because when I started lifting, I was lifting a lot and I was lifting heavy. And I don't know who said it on what Instagram post or YouTube video or something. It's like they compared our body to rubber bands. All right, where it's like if you stretch a rubber band and you keep playing with it, it's always going to stay kind of springy and rubber bandy, right? But if you leave your rubber band on your desk for 2-3 months, right, and you're not stretching it and keeping it stretchy, it dries up. And what happens when you pull a dry rubber band? It snaps.
Yeah.
So they're like, at the same time, you don't want your muscles, your tendons, whatever, because you're putting a lot of strain on them to snap, right? So it's like, even if you don't stretch, like even if you don't do yoga, I just think it's more, yoga helps you with your mental side because it just clears everything out of your mind because you're just trying to hold that one position, right? For a good hour, and it just clears your mind from life. I stretch now before I go to bed, but not to probably where I should be doing. Right?
Not yoga.
Not yoga, and it's. I mean, I was squatting every day. That was the one time I squatted over 500. It was 505, so it wasn't too much over 500, but it was over 500, and I deadlifted 525. And after that, I don't know what happened. I probably got a girlfriend and then gained some weight and I don't know, got busy with life probably.
Like, what do they call it? Like the relationship gain or something? The
relationship weight. Yeah. So it's good that you have a partner at least that both of you are active, right? Just because I feel like if you want to be and your significant other, isn't really about it, I feel like you kind of clash, because you want to be at the gym, but then they also want to be at home chilling. And it's like, well, if we're at home chilling, we're going to order pizza and, we're going to get fat.
True. Yeah.
But it's like, or we could go to the gym and then just work off the calories that we're about to eat making that pizza, right? So you kind of said, for girls to kind of just lift weights, right? When you started, do you recommend getting a personal trainer for them? Do you think they should just like look at a bunch of YouTube videos? And then obviously girls just want to get a big butt, right? So it's like they go to the gym, they do like 10 squats, and then they do one of those like the kickbacks and then call it a day, right? And
then get on the treadmill.
And then get on the treadmill. I mean, I get on the treadmill too sometimes, man. But I guess what do you think would be a good routine for a beginner? Like, I personally think they shouldn't go every day because it's like to start off
as a beginner.
Yeah, as a beginner. Like right now, if I don't go to the gym, I go crazy. I feel like I lost all my gains. So it's like, I think they should usually, kind of slowly go in, maybe like Tuesday, Thursdays, and then next week maybe bump it up to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then after that maybe go 4 days and then 5 days, and then you'll find out that you get addicted to this stuff, and then you're going, almost every day, and if you're not doing, actual weights, you're kind of doing more of just something active, right? Hiking, biking.
Taking walks,
walks. So what do you think they should do?
I'd say like definitely not every day, because especially as a beginner, you're not going to stick to it. You're going to be like, yeah, I could do this a week and then totally fall off and then just not go back to it. But yeah, I'd say start, like, if you're a beginner, start with strength training like twice a week. And you don't even have to do like, like people think you got to be there like 3 hours and, but even the 45-minute, do a full body routine, 45-minute full body routine, at home, start at home. Because I know a lot of people, especially starting out, this was my case. Like, I was scared to go to the gym because I had no idea what I was doing. Yeah. Like, I didn't want to like go on the machine and like use it completely wrong and then end up like on those meme pages and but like that was the fear of mine, like at the beginning. And so do it from home. Like for the longest time at the gym, they had the old gym we used to go to, they had like a big studio room, and I would just take in like free weights and like a 30-40 pound barbell in there and just do a workout there. Because I was scared to use everything else. But then slowly I started watching videos and, asking help like from different people that'd be at the gym, and like I saw they knew what they were doing. I'd ask them like how to use this machine, or, I'd ask my boyfriend how to use this machine.
Were you scared to ask people at first? I think a lot of people are scared to talk to other people, to be like, hey, how do I use this?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a little intimidating because it's like you're afraid of what they'll think of you. But it's like, I feel like the gym is a really like nice, diverse, like it's a great place. Like,
I think people don't realize that.
Yeah, I think like it's a really like one of the like nicest, like more diverse place that you'll find anywhere. Yeah. So people like you do get people here and there that are not so nice, but it's like the majority of people want to help you out. They're like, especially girls are like, oh, you lift? Like, okay, we can lift together. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think, at least for me, I always have like my beats in and then my music. And then my girlfriend says I have like a resting bitch face. So I'm like, she's like, yeah, it always looked like you were mad. So I never really wanted to talk to you. Because I met my girlfriend at the gym.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. And then I was like, obviously I slid into her DMs. And then I was like, yo, let's go get some tacos, even though we shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, she's like, yeah, I just always thought you were like a hardcore lifter, and like I never really wanted to say anything because you have like a face that kind of just is like, well, at least while you're lifting.
Yeah, because you're just kind of
yeah. So it's like you're kind of just in your zone, Yeah. And a lot of the times I would do it just because I feel like people. I mean, so I'm an AM lifter. All right, okay. So I wake up like at 4 o'clock in the morning and then do what I gotta do and get to the gym by like 5, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know, it just gets my day going a lot better. I don't know.
You feel more refreshed. People at that time?
Oh yeah. So there's a lot less people, and there's a lot less people that aren't just there to socialize. If you get what I'm saying. Because in the afternoon, I mean, at least at the gym that I used to go to, you would get a bunch of, I don't want to say kids, but a younger crowd. Yeah. And it would be like one guy that actually lifts, and then like 4 or 5 of his buddies that are just there, like, oh, bro, nice lift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like everyone's in their tanks, and it's like, dude, if you're going to fucking lift, then lift. I understand. But if you're not, then get the fuck out of here. But like in the morning, like I said, it changed my whole day though. Because, after work, I don't want to say you're kind of tired to go to the gym. Sometimes people are hyped to go. But it just kind of kills your afternoon. So if you don't want to do anything else, it's kind of like by the time you get out, you eat, you shower and whatnot, it's like the day's done. It's over. Yeah. Do you set goals at all?
I do, yeah.
Do you write them down? Or are you just kind of like, yeah, I'll do this and I'll do that?
Yeah, I do. That's actually something I learned in my Herbalife business. Yeah. Because like one of the biggest like tips that like all the, I guess, top leaders in the company would always give you is set goals and write them down. Yeah. And then we used to have a mentor, like he passed away a long time ago, but like the Herbalife mentor is like Jim Rohn. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Mm-hmm. He's like a really like great philosopher from like back in the like 1970s, 1980s. And I feel like that's where...
Was he like the founder of it?
He was like one of the biggest, personal development, guy. Yeah, that's kind of like a lot of, like, if you know Tony Robbins.
I've heard of him.
So he was mentored by Jim Rohn. Like, a lot of great people that you hear now, like, followed, like, a lot of, like, philosophy from Jim Rohn.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, like, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube. He has a bunch of books. But yeah, one of his, like, biggest tips is write your goals down. And so I have, like, a little vision board for the year.
Is it like that one?
Yeah, I noticed that when I walked in.
So that's my girlfriend's. And then, yeah.
That's cute. Yeah, I noticed
So
it walking in. I was like, I think it's a vision board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have mine, but it's empty.
Yeah.
That was mine. Plus, she put it over there in the corner.
Oh.
But, yeah,
like,
I just haven't had time.
You got a blank slate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's time to fill that out.
Yeah. No, yeah, mine's like that. It's in a little, like, what do you call it? Like a little, like, frame.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, same thing, just put pictures on it of, like, what I wanted this year to look like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we put a lot of things on hold in 2020 just because of everything.
Yeah.
And COVID. But, yeah, I put a lot of things on there. And yeah, and then I have, like, a little whiteboard by my desk, and I set goals every single month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it business goals or personal goals or both?
A little bit of both.
Both.
I usually start with, like, personal goals because I really believe that when you work on yourself and when, you know, you strive to become that better person, it's like everything else.
Do you have relationship goals?
I do, yeah. Whether he knows it or not. I do. I put, like, you know, sometimes, like, for one reason or another, right? You know, we both have different, like, lives. We both have different schedules. He actually works night shifts. So it's kind of hard to, like, you know, get on similar schedules. But we make it work. So I don't know, things will happen, or, like, you know, we'll be in, like, a funk or something, and I'll set goals. Like, I've been reading and, like, listening to more podcasts about relationships just because you want, like, you know, you want to enjoy your life partner, right? You don't want to, like, spend the time arguing or, you know, trying to understand them or trying to make them understand you. You know, I just want to be the best that I can for him, you know, and for just in general, like, the future. So I do. Yeah, it's those goals, like, include everything from, like, goals at the gym, like, you know, how much I want to deadlift this month, or how much, you know, how much I want to bench, to, like, financial goals, to business goals, you know, also, like, how much I want my team to grow in the month. Yeah, so it's really, like.
So when did you start setting your goals down?
The vision board, I started my first one probably, like, 2017 or 2018, I can't remember, but I still haven't.
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of the thing, it's funny because if you keep your goals, like, from years and years ago, you'll kind of learn, like, that you kind of mature in, like, what you
your growth,
put on there.
your self-growth.
Because, like, I put stuff on there that now I'm like, this doesn't really matter to me anymore. Yeah, and then, like, a lot, like, I don't know, like, I think you find yourself, like, if you do that. Because, like, now, like, the vision board that in the past, I see it and I'm like, I don't really recognize, like, who I was, you know, when I made that. But, like, I see the one from this year now, like, man, like, I just get excited. Like, I wake up in the morning and I look at it and I'm like, this, like, you know, you're excited to get to work, to get there. So I do think it's something really important that everyone should do.
You did see a big change from before when you were not putting your goals down or had a vision board to when you did, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely saw it. Because it's like, it keeps you on track.
It does,
It just keeps you on track on where you want to go. And it reminds you, I guess, you know, why you're doing what you're doing. Books. You read books?
Yeah.
Business books.
Yeah.
Love books. My girlfriend does.
Like love stories? Like, like fiction?
She has some app on her phone where, like, actual random people, like, they're not even authors, write books, and then you can read it or something. I don't know what it is.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called, but
yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah, do you recommend business owners or?
Yeah, just anyone in general.
Yeah.
I know, like, a lot of people are like, I don't like reading. I never liked reading. I feel like I was the same way.
I think if you get a book nowadays, if you're older too-ish, I don't want to say old, but like when you're, I guess, more mature. Like for me, I fucking hated reading. Like last actual book before probably last year that I read from cover to cover was probably like Captain Underpants in like 6th grade. And it's just because the dude wore underwear. Yeah. And it's like, that was the only book I actually read. And it's like, even during high school, I would just use Spark Notes. You know, you never actually sit down and read a book. But I mean, the first actual book was Gary V's book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. After in 2020.
I read it too. It's yellow.
Yeah, it's the yellow one. I forgot what it's called.
I read it
Gary
too.
V. I know you're not going to listen to this, but sorry.
If you ever listen.
Yeah. And then I've read Jocko's book. I don't know if you know Jocko. He's like a Navy SEAL. He's got some pre-workouts that are pretty good and actually healthy that I drink, and they're awesome. Yeah, they're all drawing my mind right now, especially since I'm trying to, shout them out. But David Goggins has another one. He's another Navy SEAL. I don't know if you know him. He's a dude that like runs till his feet, basically like he'll run through his shoes, and there'll be a brand new pairs of shoes. But he's a crazy dude, and I only know him because of Joe Rogan.
I keep hearing Joe Rogan. I don't think I've ever. I know him, but I don't. Well, not
the
personally.
podcast king.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah,
but I haven't.
I don't know. He just has a lot
listened to his podcast.
Yeah,
is he the finance guy?
No. He's like you. Do you remember the Fear Factor?
Yeah.
He's that dude. The guy that would do the Fear Factor, and he's the UFC announcer.
Oh, okay.
Now he's bald. But no, okay. You definitely gotta listen to him. At least give him one.
What's his podcast called? Seth Rogen podcast?
No, Joe Rogan.
Oh,
it's the Joe Rogan Experience. Yeah.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
I mean,
I don't know. It's.
What is he like? Does he focus on a topic, or is it just?
No, that's the thing.
Just everything.
Everything.
Oh, okay.
He's had Post Malone. He's had professors from Yale.
Yeah.
He's had Elon Musk. I mean, and that's the thing about Joe. He brings in anyone and everyone. Like political wise, if you're on the right side, left side, middle side, whatever side. Yeah. I mean, it's his podcast it's fun to listen to, but definitely listen to the Think Media podcast.
The Think Media?
Yeah, because they're next level for small business owners or content creators. And I'll give you all this information later too, if you want it.
Yeah.
And Cale Goodman and I always forget the other guy's name, Trevor. They're the real business owners. I think we were talking a little bit about them right before we actually started recording. But the real business owners, they have basically business owners that have just made it and they're trying to help everyone else make it, but definitely listen to all three of them. Joe's fun. Think Media is educational as heck, and so is the real business owners. There's more out there too, like the Mom Podcast.
Listen to that one.
Yeah.
I heard a couple of what do they call, like, episodes? Yeah. Before I came, because I just wanted to see the feel of the podcast. Yeah,
but
if you like fitness content, there's one that I listen to like a lot now. It's called Mind Pump. That's a really good one. They do they have interviews sometimes, but they'll do just it's just 3 guys that are on there. They literally talk about everything and anything on there. And then towards the end of the podcast, they'll do more fitness related stuff. But yeah, it's just a fun podcast to listen to.
There's one more. I gotta look it up because this guy is. the mindset mentor.
The mindset mentor.
Yeah, Rob Dial. That dude changed the way I think, and it's all about just positive mind. Like, just look at everything with a positive thing, right? Or viewpoint, and it's that. Listen to him, and you'll love
mindset.
It.
What?
Mindset mentor. Yeah, okay. Rob Dial. And he holds those online things too, and I think Media does something out in Vegas where you could go and learn about that too. But it sounds, I mean, from what you said, Herbalife gives you a lot of great content too to kind of learn off of. Well, thanks for stopping by. Tell them where they could find you. Instagram, your shop, your everything. Tell them everything.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
So you can find me at the shop in Des Plaines. We are on the corner of Wolf Road and Algonquin Road in Des Plaines, Illinois. And then check us out on Instagram at Viva Nutrition _Viva Nutrition, and then I guess I'll throw in my Instagram, Donna Patricia Fit. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Cool.
This was
thanks.
fun. Thanks.